Welcome to practice. Sometimes when we're feeling challenged emotionally on a mental level, whatever the case may be, it serves us best to turn inward, to do restorative practices, and to really hold space for ourselves. And then there's times where, at least for me, the best thing that I can do is start to move my energy, to open my physical heart space, to get prana and vitality moving through me. And that's the approach of this practice today. This is a practice for challenging times, or really any time you just want to put a little surge in your batteries. So come to a comfortable seat with your perineum pointing straight down. If you need to elevate your pelvis on a block, please do so. And then bring your hands to your knees and close your eyes and lengthen your chin towards your chest. Just take a moment to welcome yourself to arrive in the space that you've set aside for yourself today. And attune your hearing to your breathing. This tool of self-soothing and enlivening and calming that is available to us in any given moment. And organize yourself really well so that you are aware of the Tai Chi, the axis mundi, Sushumna Nadi, this central axis of yourself. And then take your opposite palm to your opposite elbow so that you have a frame. And we'll start to open the windows of this house that is your body. So as you inhale, lift your arms up alongside of your ears, framing your head. And as you exhale, lower down and start to pick up the pace of the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. In, ex. Anytime our arms are up like this, we are in our capacity, we're in our conscious nature, we're working with the upper levels of our house. So anchored in the ground of being, your legs, your hips, your feet, here we start to open ourselves up to receive prana, iron and ores and space dust, to participate with the reciprocity of the universe with our breath. It's like sliding open the window to a house. You have this beautiful frame that has 4 sides, and 4 walls is a walled-in paradise, right? It's the Garden of Eden. So we use this metaphor of something that is framed up, that has the 4 sides. It's the boundary, and good boundaries allow for limitless love. So keep pumping your breath, starting to feel yourself moving up into the 2nd floor of the house. 10, 9, 8, 7, and pause at the bottom, take your hands to your knees, and find an Ujjayi breath. And inhale, fire up your back body, your vigilance, your effort. And as you exhale, receive grace. Make yourself ready and available. Breathing around yourself the breath of fire and water, effort and grace. From the base of you to the top of you and back around again. And then just to really get some heat moving and some flushing, some opening of the window, some enlivening, take your arms up in the shape of a V, an equilateral triangle for strength, structure, and stability. As always, wrap your armpits towards your heart, make cups in your palms so that you can receive grace if it's raining down. Lift your chin, lift your chest, Kapalabhati breathing, inhale, and begin. And keep pumping your navel and lifting your chest and opening yourself up. And know that by virtue of your shoulder blades moving a little deeper into the back body, it's bringing your lungs forward. And your lungs feed your kidneys, which is your stock and your inheritance and your hearing. So keep pumping and pumping and pumping. And know that you are nourishing yourself, heating up this vehicle, because body isn't just a house, it's a house that travels. Good, keep going. Inhale at the top. Sip in more air and hold your breath. Hold your breath, hold your breath. And pop your cork. Exhale, release your arms. So nice. Come to all fours. And frame it up so that your knees are underneath of your hips, your wrists are underneath of your shoulders. And then from here, inhale and round your spine, and exhale and poke your tail back. And do that with sort of a Bhastrika breath, so a forceful inhale and forceful exhale. In, X. And know that when we're moving in this way and breathing in this way, it's like going down into the basement and lighting your first fire, which is your survival, your safety, food, sex, money, water. You're down in your ground of being, lighting the pilot light, heating things up. This is excellent anytime you're feeling stuck or stiff. And pause in the middle, take a deep breath in, look forward, and exhale it out. Good. Cross your right knee in front of your left so that the left knee is driving into the back of the right knee. Flip your right palm all the way around and flip your left palm all the way around so that your fingertips are pointing towards your knees. And make sure you didn't just bring your arms closer together, keep them shoulder distance apart. Broaden your collarbone, so energetically pull the mat apart. And then now from here, I want you to circle around yourself to the right. And you might even let your head get involved, your neck. Anchor your feet so that they're not moving, they're rooted in the past. Pubis all the way through the crown of the head is taking you forward into possibility. And as we spin to the right, we are spinning in the direction of time. Spinning in the direction of the solar, of our second nature. And we want to know how to play time well. Time is spherical, it's not linear. This is one of the superpowers of yoga. It's understanding how to exist in time. All time. Good, keep spinning around yourself to the right. Getting around yourself, getting over yourself. And then pause in the middle. Look forward and switch your cross of your legs. So your left leg is in front of your right now. Keep the wrists flipped and spin around to the left. And just notice and observe if one direction was easier for you to spin around. So now we're moving against time into the direction of our embodiment of the lunar. Keep the tops of your feet anchored to the floor, spinning around yourself so you can get spherical and voluminous. And fill yourself with your breath. And then pause in the center. Flip your wrists back forward. Please avoid shaking them out. Curl your toes under and find an equilateral triangle in your dog, or a 60-degree triangle. Balls of the feet. Bend in your knees so that your kidneys are ready and available to you. Your seat high and wide, opening your sitting bones. And then with the same velocity that you're pushing down in your feet, lift your seat, wrap your armpits towards your heart, and look slightly forward. And weight your right hand, wrap your right armpit towards your heart, take the back of your left hand to your sacrum, and stabilize yourself. Maintain the balance of the triangle. And then take your left hand down and switch right hand to your sacrum. Keep reaching your seat high, finding the back bend, the arc of potential within every forward bend. Take your right hand back down. And then come forward into a plank and lower your pelvis towards the floor into a floating up dog. And bend your knees and push back to a dog. And start to move forward and back between up dog and down dog. You're starting to open up your lungs. Broadening the collarbones, moving from the leverage of the past into the future. And hold it forward in your up dog. Open up your collarbones. Stay anchored in your feet. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. And glide up and back to a dog once again. Look forward at your hands and lunge your right foot forward. And organize yourself so that your knee is right in your armpit. Drop to your back knee and then drop your anchor. So your back left foot is pinned to the floor. Pinky edge side of the foot is connected to the floor. And then if you're organized well, there's no squishing in the lower back. Drive your pubis forward and just unfold from your hip crease. Rather than shifting back and then rebending the knee, unfold, pubis forward, and then frame it up, opposite elbow to opposite palm. Open up. Find the arc from the back foot all the way through the crown of your head. And then push into the ball of your front foot so you're even more in your lungs and even more available. And then take your arms up, bring your hands down, and step back. Find a dog once again. Nice and sassy in your seat, a little bit bouncy on the balls of your feet. Find the back bend. Float forward into up dog. Chaturanga, bend your elbows. Up dog, nice and open. And down dog. Knees are bent, seat wide. Look forward and lunge your left foot all the way through. Drop to your back knee. Left knee is in your armpit. Push into the baby toe side of your right foot. And again, organize yourself here. So find the anchor in the back heel, push into the ball of that front foot, and then rather than shifting back and forward, stay in the first fold of the hip and just unfurl. And take the frame once again so that your biceps are right in line with your ears. You are meant to fit yourself. You're not necessarily meant to fit everyone else, but you are meant to fit you. And where you have connection, it's like putting a plug in a socket, so there's more currency moving through you. So baby toe side of the foot anchored, ball of the front foot anchored, pubis is moving forward. So nice. Take your hands down and step forward to the top of the mat. Bend your knees, get your knees in your armpits, swing your hands back and grab a hold of your heels so that you have a nice connection. Push down into the balls of your feet. Lift your seat. Keep driving your thighs into your belly, shifting forward into the balls of your feet, potentiating yourself. Take your hands out from behind your heels. Walk your fingertips forward and float all the way up onto the balls of your feet. Knees are still bent, torso is long, and you're up on your little teepee fingers. Little tense in the hands. Slowly sink the heels back down. Bend your knees. Take the frame once again. Bring the frame alongside of your ears and lift your torso parallel to the floor. Knees bent. Reach back through your seat and forward through the crown of your head. Find the back bend and push all the way up to stand and release your arms at your side. We'll take some cross-referencing Sun Salutations. We'll go a little slow. Step your feet to touch. So you have one foot, your third foot, implicit nature. Bring your hands to your heart. Take your prayer hands high, open them up in the shape of a V, an equilateral triangle, and then trace the center line and fold forward. Step your right foot to the left corner of your mat and drop to your back knee. And then push into the baby toe side of the foot, unfurl from the hip crease. Just let your arms be at your side, lift your chest. Bring your hands back down, and now cross your left leg in front of your right at your knees. So your right knee is touching the back of your left knee. Float forward into up dog. Squeeze your legs together. Stay on the balls of your feet. And then take your seat up and back, high and wide. Swing your right leg, your back leg, around and to your left hand and drop to your back knee. So you're cross-referencing yourself. Swing your left hip forward and then unfurl from your hip crease. Take your hands down and step your left foot forward so it crosses behind your right. Left knee plugging into the back of the right. Squeeze your legs together, trace the center line. Open your prayer hands high. Bring your prayer hands to touch and fold back down. Take your left leg to the right corner, drop to your knee, lift your chest. Lower your hands down, cross your right leg in front of your left. Rock forward into that floating up dog with crossed legs, and take your seat high and wide. Swing your left leg, your back leg to your right hand, and drop down. Lift your chest. Bring your fingertips down, cross your right leg behind your left. Trace the center line. Take your prayer hands high. Fold back down. Little quicker, right leg to the left corner. Drop down, lift your chest. Hands down, cross your front leg, your left leg in front of your right. Swing forward, up dog, and downward facing dog. Swing your right foot to your left hand. Lift your chest. Cross your left leg, your back leg behind your right at the top of the mat, and trace the center line. Prayer hands high. Fold once again. Left leg to right corner. Lift your chest. Hands down, right leg crosses left. Rock forward. Swing back to down dog. Take your left foot to your right hand. Lift your chest. Fingertips down. Cross your right leg behind your left at the top of the mat. Trace the center line. Take your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart and pause. Hopefully we didn't lose you. Most of you have done these with me before, so I assumed a little bit of competency. If you got tangled up, no problem. Smile at yourself. Uncross your legs. Take a deep breath in. Swing your arms up. And exhale, fold forward, little bend in your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back, down dog, knees bent, seat high and wide. Look forward at your hands and step your right foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down so that your toes are pointing slightly in. Make connection between your arm and your leg. And then start to straighten your right leg into Trikonasana. Take your left arm to the sky. Push into the ball of your front foot. Turn the right side of your chest towards the sky. Open up and breathe. Make it big. Find the back bend from the muscles of your legs. Where can you expand here and make yourself more available, even in a time that might make you feel like you need to contract or turn in on yourself? One more breath. Bend your right knee, hands down, and step back. Find a dog. Roll forward into up dog, toes curled under. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Look forward at your hands and lunge your left foot. Once again, pin your right heel down. And take your time, push into the ball of the foot rather than jamming the knee back. Lengthen from your sitting bone to the ball of the foot, and from the ball of the foot to the sitting bone, and roll your chest open. And then again, lean back and find a little back bend and see where you can make yourself more available. Good deep breaths. It's so often when we feel the most tendency to hermit crab and turtle and curl in on ourselves and hide that the biggest medicine we can give ourselves is to soften and open, to receive our next one deep breath, to enliven ourselves. We hold grief in our lungs, and when we can open the lungs and start to move some of that stuck energy, it's amazing what it can do for our feeling life, our mental body, and our emotional body. Take your right hand down, step back, find a dog. Walk your feet in a little bit. Take your right hand to the center of your mat. Take your left hand to your right heel. Drive your left knee into your left armpit, and then optionally straighten your right leg. Everyone turn under yourself and hook your chin in your right armpit. And then switch, bring your left hand center of the mat, bend your knees, right hand to left heel, right knee to right armpit, straighten your left leg, take your chin to your armpit, and then turn 180 degrees underneath of yourself. And then unwind. Find a regular dog with knees bent. Look forward. Lunge your right foot forward. Drop to your back knee. Once again, unfurl. Take your arms up. And then bring your fingertips to the floor. Curl your back toes under. Shift back so that you're sitting on your left heel. Flex your right toes. Inhale, lengthen the front of your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Lengthen your fingertips forward. Lengthen the front of your spine. And then rebend your right knee. Walk your right foot out to the side. Spin your right toes open. Spin your left fingertips open. Straighten your back leg. And then twist and find a massive back bend here. Lean back. Open up your chest. Wrap your armpits towards your heart. Super powerful in the back leg. Spin around yourself. So nice. Take your right hand down and step back, downward facing dog. Rock forward, floating up dog. Chaturanga. Floating up dog. Down dog, knees bent. Look forward, lunge your left foot. Drop to your back knee. Unfurl from the hip crease, take your arms up. Bring your fingertips to the floor, shift back, curl your right toes under. Flex your left toes towards your face. Lengthen the front of your spine as you bow in. Find length and spaciousness here. Walk back forward. Wiggle your left toes out to the side. Wiggle your right fingertips open to the side. Straighten your back leg and open up. Twist to the left. Find the back bend. Broaden your chest. Expand in every direction from your pelvis, outward through all of your limbs. Out of the stability of your legs, open your heart. Take your left hand down and step back, down dog. One more time, forward into floating up dog, chaturanga, up dog, and downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, spin to face the long edge of your mat, and press yourself up to stand. Wiggle your feet together, closer together, so you're shortening your stance. Fold forward over your legs. Take your left hand to your right shin, right hand to your left shin, and now only separate your feet as far as you can, keeping that connection, solid connection between your hands and your legs. Unfurl your left arm, twist it up to the sky and twist. And now watch your left hand, swim it forward. Watch it with your gaze and grab your right ankle. Good. Uncurl your right arm, twist right. Trace it with your gaze and grab your leg. Continue, left arm, twist. Swim it forward, watch it with your hand, grab your ankle. Right arm. And just go for a little swim. Lengthening through the side body as you reach forward. Expanding in your twists, fighting for the back bend. Good, one more set. Next time your right arm is on top, pause. And now turn your left foot open 90 degrees and your right foot in and start to spin underneath of your right arm. Spinning towards your left leg. And then uncross that, roll back to the center. Take your left arm to the sky and twist. Cross your left hand to your right ankle. Turn your right foot in. Right foot open, left foot in. Turn under yourself. Under your left armpit. Come back to the center. Release the clasp and fold forward over your legs. Grab a hold of your ankles. Now bend
your right knee, getting into that left inner thigh, seat back. And switch, bend the left knee, get into that right inner thigh. Push back to the center, walk back towards your front foot, and step back to a dog once again. Drop to your knees, sit back on your heels, and swing your feet around. Come onto your back with your knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor, palms at your side. Dynamic bridge pose. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms alongside of your ears. Exhale, lower everything down. 3 more. Good. This time, keep your hips lifted and lower just your arms. Roll your shoulders underneath of you. Interlace your fingers at your lower back. Puff your chest towards your chin. Draw your pubic bone towards your navel. And feel the support and stability of your legs and your back body, allowing you to open. Similarly, where in your emotions, mental state, in your life can you trust that you are supported enough to let yourself be held and expand? Release the clasp, lower your seat to the floor. Hug your knees into your chest, little massage of your lower back. Grab onto the backs of your knees, roll yourself up to a seat. Come to a comfortable seat once again. Do a little more pranayama just to continue awakening, enlivening. So from here, Kapalabhati once again, arms up, palms to the sky. Inhale and begin. Inhale, hook your thumbs. Sip in more air. Hold your breath. And shoot it out the crown of your head. Very good. Just breathe for a moment. Oceanic sound of the breath. And take your right arm up and bend your elbow. Swing your left arm behind your back so you're making that Gomukhasana shape. If you can reach your hand, great. If not, don't worry about it, but keep your arms up. And now from here, inhale to the left, exhale to the right. In, X. Turning yourself left and right. And here we are playing time, moving from dawn to dusk. Dawn at your left in the east, dusk to the right. When you know that the sun doesn't rise and the sun doesn't set, but that you rise and you set and the planet spins, and that you are the genius and the magician who can author their life and choose their feelings and has all of the tools and capacity and recipes and techniques to navigate anything that comes your way, well, that's when we're so powerful and so potent. We can't control what happens to us. We can't control the circumstances of everything around us, but we can learn to navigate how things live inside of us, and we can learn to control our vehicle, and we can learn to change directions and apply right technique. Come back to the center, take your arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands to your knees. Just breathe for a moment. The world isn't safe, everything isn't always going to be okay, but we are most safe when we have a technique and we have competency. And so the more we develop technique by doing the same practices, the same work again and again and again and again and again, we get more refined.
And that gives us more safety. You don't see the benefits of meditation for a very long time. Don't always necessarily see the benefits of your practice straight away. But this is why we do the same practices and so much repetition. One more little breath practice. Take your right hand to your thymus, to your sternum. Take your left hand out to the side. And now from here, start alternating which arm is here. Lift your chest and tap this area where your thymus gland is. This is the center of yourself. It's your immunity. So toss out of yourself negative self-talk, emotions you need to release, inflammation in the body, and start forcefully exhaling. And really go for it. Lift your chest, fling it out of yourself, move stuck stuff out of you. You might even choose to put a sound on it, opening up your mouth. Take a deep breath in, take your arms up. Sip in a little more air. Hold your breath. Release your palms and exhale. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth and sigh. One more time, deep breath in. Open up your mouth and sigh. Rub your palms together in front of your face. Cup your palms over your eyes. Let the darkness in. Release your palms, let in the light, and welcome yourself back. Thank you so much. Come to this practice anytime you need to just get a little energy, enliven yourself, or to unstuck yourself. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the world.